Welcome back, everybody. Well, President Obama is expected to sign an executive order tomorrow lifting a ban on stem cell research. Now, the Vatican newspaper has gone on record saying that research on embryonic stem cells is profoundly immoral. Let's debate it ourselves. I'm joined by Charmaine Yoest, President and CEO of Americans United for Life Action, and Art Caplan, the chair of the Department of Medical Ethics at the University of Pennsylvania. Thanks so much for being here. Good morning to both of you.
It's great to be with you.
Charmaine, let me start with you. If stem cell research can cure horrible diseases like Parkinson's, like diabetes, if it can help cure spinal cord injuries, isn't the ethical thing to do the research?
Well, exactly, it is. We need to be pushing forward with research, but we need to be really clear about what kind of research. There's really, really exciting research going on with adult stem cells and with a brand new technology that involves reprogramming skin cells. And none of those kinds of technologies have any ethical problems whatsoever. We need to be pouring money into that kind of research. And frankly, you know, the top scientists today are saying that embryonic stem cell research is the research of the past. It's irrelevant. It shouldn't be coming into play, and the president is really wasting our tax dollars by putting more money into that kind of research.
Art, Charmaine makes a good point. Progress has been made on stem cell research, even with the restrictions that President Bush had put on them. Why lift those restrictions now?
Well, I wouldn't agree with Charmaine that top scientists don't want to work on embryonic stem cells too. The National Academy of Sciences does. The Federation of American Biological Societies does. I think people want to, if you thought of it as a kind of roulette game, put your chips on all the numbers because we're too early days to really know what's going to work. It may turn out that adult stem cell research is the way to go. It may turn out that embryonic is the way to go. We don't know yet, so we've got to work across the board. Plus, we have a lot of embryos that are stored, frozen, unwanted in clinics around the country. They're going to be destroyed. They provide us with a source to go after those embryos. I think that's why Obama wants to shift the policy.
Charmaine, what about that? These are embryos from in vitro fertilization cycles that would be discarded otherwise.
Right. Well, exactly. I'm really disturbed to hear an ethicist of Art's caliber arguing that two wrongs make a right. There are other alternatives to experimenting and destroying and killing these embryos. You know, the last time Art and I debated just a few weeks ago, we were talking about the Octomom, you know, where embryos were taken, given the opportunity, and they become babies. So you have two options here: allow them to develop and become babies, or experiment and destroy them. You know, I would really hate to take Art's attitude about betting on all the options to Vegas. You know, I think what you need to do is be betting on the options that are succeeding, the winning options, instead of wishful thinking. And that's what you have with embryonic stem cell, because the results, let me just quickly say, in the privately funded research on embryonic stem cell research, they're finding that these stem cells cause tumors and are not the most promising kind of research.
Art, your response?
Oh, that I don't agree with at all. I think we're still too early days to know. Science is very primitive because we haven't had federal money backing the embryonic side. We don't know what's going to work out. If you're in a wheelchair, if you have a child with diabetes, you want to see everything tried. And let me go back and say,
that's just not
these
true,
hundreds of thousands of embryos that we're going to have that are out there that are going to be destroyed, as Charmaine knows, no one is going to use them. My moral principle is make something good out of an unfortunate situation. We've got the embryos. Let's use them for research. They're going to be destroyed anyway.
Charmaine?
Well, it's more than unfortunate when you use the word destroy when you're talking about a life that could become a baby if it was given the opportunity.
It's never going to be a baby, Charmaine. Who's going to use hundreds of thousands of embryos?
The truth is, you're glossing over the fact that millions and millions of dollars have been spent on embryonic stem cell research, and it has not worked. It's been failing where it's been tried.
All right, guys, we have to leave it there. Art Caplan, Charmaine Yoest, thanks for coming in to debate and bring up all these points, and we'll see what happens tomorrow with this announcement from President Obama. Thanks, guys.